Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Ah, y'all know what it is. It's Friday. It's Friday. How y'all doing out there, man? Beats by Lonze. Just trying to get a check on y'all, see what's on y'all mind this morning, see what's happening out there in the world. Um, Not too much. I know y'all know that the Ableton Move dropped a couple days ago, and they're shipping out units. I've seen one particular person that has gotten their unit in one day. They ordered it on drop day. They got their unit the next day. Now I think this person was probably overseas. Um, and I know Linda's son has also got his Ableton Move. So they have on the website. If you go to Ableton's website, it says that you have 1 to 6 days that they have to ship. So we'll see how that goes. But good morning to everybody. I hope y'all doing good. It's Friday. Oh my gosh. So let me tell you what's happening on my end. Beats by Wugga has a new beat tape called the Smoke It beat tape. And what's supposed to happen with this beat tape is people can listen to the beat tape as just an audio ride to Smoke to um, tape, or rappers can actually buy the tape and actually make projects off of this tape. So this is going to be a huge ordeal, a huge drop that's happening on the 13th. However, Beats by Wugga has offered to have the Beats by Lonze channel preview and do a live review of the beat tape early. So tomorrow, when we go live, y'all stay tuned for the live announcement. We're gonna go live and we're gonna show you the Smoke It kit by Beats by Wugga. Beats by Wugga is a producer. He's out of Ireland. He's one of El Jefe's premier production team partners. He's a producer and a partner with me and Mo, and that's what we do over at El Jefe. And he's also a what do you call those people? He's also a free agent, so he's able to work and do work on the outside, but he still does music for El Jefe as well. So y'all check out his page. He has BeatStar. He has all the social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and all those kind of things. So check him out. We have an album called On the Radar that we dropped last month. It's at beatsbylonze.bandcamp.com. It's produced by Beats by Wugga. Now, I didn't do any production on this song. I just rapped and sang my ass off. So that's what we did for that. So again, follow me on all social media at Beats by Lonze. But I'm so happy that it's Friday. One more step, one more day closer to getting this YouTube monetization. I've been watching this lady on YouTube. She is a DoorDash driver, and she has quit her. She has put in her 2 weeks notice to with DoorDash because she's making a great amount on YouTube. So she's monetized her YouTube by being a person that's in front of the people, showing you what she do on her day to day for delivering food to people, and then she also gives insight on her regular life. So y'all should check her out. I do not know what her page is. Let me see. Let me look real quick, like, and see if I can see what her page is. Well, she's going crazy. Her page is going crazy. Dun, 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 dun. I wasn't planning on talking about that. Oh, her name is Dough Dash, DOUGH, and then dash DASH. And so yeah, if you want to help a black-owned business, um, that is an opportunity to check her out. And that's how you pay the dues. Is that you like, you comment, you subscribe, you share pages with your friends and stuff. So that's how we're able to make it in this social media industry, in this world of content creation. Um yeah, so I am gonna embark on this week and this weekend of getting to the studio and getting my content ready for next week and next month, because by next month this time I plan to be monetized and plan to open up the next season of the Beats by Lonze channel, and you will see some changes on the channel. So I hope y'all like what we got coming, and for y'all that's been rocking with me so far, I appreciate it. And we are where we are today because of you all. So again, thank you. Much love to y'all. Appreciate it. All right. Last shameless plug I have for y'all is that I have a brand of merch, and it's called the Guru merch. Now this merch is all made specifically by me. This merch is a particular merch that kind of details what I do in my studio and my day to day. And we're looking for the drum machine specialist, and we're looking for the MPC gurus, and also have a drum machine specialist um, merch that is for FL Studio users. So that's my community that I'm looking for, that don't stick to one particular type of production equipment, production gear, production software. We are specialists in our realm of technology. So if y'all out there, y'all join the team. Y'all, we're here to kind of teach, which we're here to inspire. We're here to learn. We're here to make sure that everybody gets the information that's out there in front of us so that we can move on to the next step. So shout out to the 50K team. That's a 50K monthly team. That's Khalif Wins, NYC, DC Carson, Dayson Civil at Civil Days Music, and myself at Beats by Lonze. So, all right. What's on my mind this morning? Oh, I had a great breakfast. I got up really early this morning because my family got on a flight this morning, so they're on a vacation. I decided to stay back to handle the animals and the pets, and kind of to get a break and work on my social media and work, here at my space. So this is gonna give me an opportunity this weekend to kind of catch up on some stuff. I actually got a lot of yard work that I gotta do, but it's been kind of chilly, and I haven't been wanting to go out there and get to work. So as soon as it warms up, I may go out there and do a little bit at a time and do this yard work that I've been dreading to do. So all right, so Ableton Move. Let's talk about some music. Let's talk about some drum machines. Ableton Move is on its way. Mine should be here next week sometime. The freaking what else is coming? The Isla Instruments Caladan. I have the Isla Instruments Caladan that is pre-ordered, and it should be touching down anytime in the next couple months. I know that Brad at Island Instruments showed that there was a tornado in his pretty much in his front yard. So we'll see how this weather in Florida turns out, to see how business gets back to popping. One thing about a tornado, especially when you have as many tornadoes as touched down in Florida like they did, I believe I saw on um, somewhere that there was 14 tornadoes that hit one actual town. 14 tornadoes. And these tornadoes touched down before the hurricane hit. Now that's some crazy destruction. So if you can imagine, the tornadoes came in and did some destruction to that place. The businesses are closed. The post offices are closed. FedEx, UPS are probably not running on their normal schedule because they're trying to, you know, get around what's happening out there in the world. You got traffic, you got trees down, power lines down, all that stuff. So you gotta think as far as a business how that works. So you'll be slow on getting your logistics because of the weather. So yeah, so we got the Caladan that's coming. We got the freaking Ableton Move that's coming. And I'm very happy to see how that's going to pair with the Push 3. I'm kind of upset a little bit right now that the Push 3 is not able to export to as an MP3 and have a song mode, arranger mode to do a song such as like what the MPC just did. So, um, but that's for another time. We'll talk about that another time. But let's see what else. So we talked about monetization. We talked about the storm. We talked about the gear that I got coming in. Last but not least, the only thing that I'll add on my wish list that I showed y'all on the video that I did, the 5 things I wanted for Christmas, were 5 things, and that list has now changed. I had 2 NPCs, and let me actually see if I have it here because I don't believe it. I don't remember it off the top of my head of the 5 things I wanted for Christmas, but it was a new NPC from Akai, the NPC 4000, the SP 1200, which I really don't need, but I just like to have it for nostalgia's sake. NPC Key 37. Maybe I'd get a NPC Key 37 if they put a battery in a hard drive in it. And last but not least, I was saying that I needed some new monitors, but that has been scratched off my list because let me show you why it's been scratched off my list. Let's see. We're gonna share my screen real quick. Like we're gonna share tab. Yeah. So I want to show you my list. So I want a new NPC from Akai for Christmas. I want NPC 4000 just for nostalgia's sake. SP 1200. Don't really need it, but I want one just to have it. And the NPC Key 37 along with a battery and HD drive. So let me show you why I don't need new monitors. Voila! This is a part of the show where like the beaming lights come down from heaven and the music starts playing right here on this piece of equipment. This is the PreSonus Studio Live 32SC. This thing has some incredible compressors and EQ and sound components in it. It sounds so good. I never knew what my actual sound sounded like, really like real sonics being so clear until I ran everything through this Studio Live 32SC. Now you probably can't see, but in the back of my studio I have a um, an 8 channel mixer that I bought that was kind of a cheap, not really a knockoff, but it was just a cheap mixer. It looks good. It looked good, and it did its purpose, but it don't sound like this PreSonus. I've never heard anything that sound like this PreSonus. So anyway, back to my story about the getting new monitors. That's the reason that I don't need new monitors, because now I can hear all of the sonics clearly coming through the tweeters, through the mids, the highs, the lows, everything on these Behringer monitors that I got. So there's no need for me to get new monitors, because I was thinking that was the reason why I couldn't hear the bass line. It was muddy on the bass line, but this thing has really changed the game in my sound. So I tell you what I'll do is, because this PreSonus is able to also not only be a mixer, but it's also interface. It's also has motorized faders where you can mix inside your DAW. And last but not least, the thing that it can also do. You want to know what it also can do? Guess. I'm gonna give you two guesses. Did you guess it? I know you can guess. Name something that you think that this interface can do. This interface can also stream you can have all your sounds running to your stream. So, um, what you're hearing today is courtesy of this Studio Live 32SC along with my Zoom pod track. So you can also zoom with it. So that's why I don't know why I no longer need monitors. So yeah. So what's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? I needed to go live. I needed some minutes to get in front of the people. Y'all have seen the last drops that I've dropped on my YouTube page. There's videos coming every day. So there's never a loss of videos. There's always something on the channel that you can watch. There's always something that you can get into. Specifically for you Island Instruments 20 S2400 people, I have a playlist as soon as you come to my page of the 2400. I don't know how many videos it is, but there's a lot of videos on that. You can also watch all the past live streams. I have a series called A Day in the Life, and I also have a series called Military Tips for Producers. Now, what you'll see in the next season, I give y'all a sneak peek just because you've been on this live. On this next season of the Beats by Lonze channel, we are going to go back into the field and we're going to go back into the MPC-X versus everybody. Now, in this particular series, this is going to be me putting the MPC-X against other machines in my studio to see how they fare. Now, this is going to be a biased test because everything that I have in my studio is everything that I like, everything that I'm going to keep, everything that I use. So I am always going to have a bias between what the MPC-X does and what everything else does. And at the end of the day, you know what it comes down to? The actual person behind the actual machine. So it's going to be me, your drum machine specialist. So you know we're going to crank out some bangers and it's going to be fun. Another thing that we're going to do, I told y'all a couple months ago that I was going to prove the sonics of the newer MPCs. And what I mean by that, I'm going to show you live sounds of what each MPC sounds like, and we're going to put it to the test with a sound tester, and you can actually see, playing the same beat, you can see which machines have better sonics and which machine is going to be the one that has the worst sonics. But I'll tell you this, the new machines are great machines, and you have to actually put some stuff behind it to drive your sound. So last shameless plug I'll give you before we get out of here. I have a podcast. It's called the Grind 329 by Lonze Podcast. And on this podcast, I was interviewing a lot of my industry friends, all of my industry associates that do great things in the industry. And what I was trying to do with this podcast was because a lot of times, a lot of these people didn't toot their horns and show what it is that they do, that they were good at, whether it be social media, whether it be working in the band, whether it be working in television, production, whatever it is. A lot of these people just didn't get in front of the people to tell you what it is that they do. And you wouldn't even know who these people were because they hide in the background. So what I wanted to do was kind of like highlight all my friends that did great things because fortunately, I have a great circle of friends that do wonderful things out in the world, such as, you know, I have friends that volunteer for communities, work with kids, work with the youth, all those types of things, work in music, work in, you know, corporate America, all that. Then we have our military vets. I have a lot of group I have a group of friends that are military vets that have a lot of information to push out to the world. And so that's what I want to do with the podcast. So you check that podcast out. It's on all social media streaming platforms and DSPs. We have all of the video footage of the podcast on my YouTube page. So you can go to my playlist that says Grind 329 podcast, and you can watch all of the video of those podcasts, as well as listen to the audio on Spotify and, again, all the other places that you can listen to podcasts. What else? I told you about the Guru merch. Again, you can follow me at Beats by Lonze on all social media. Pretty much if it's a social media, I got it. Except for Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat. What else? Khalif Wins NYC. He does social media training. If you want to book a session with him, the link to book a session with him is down in the bottom of the stream. And if you want to follow him, you can follow him at Khalif Wins NYC. Again, Beats by Wugga. We have he has a beat tape coming out on Sunday. It's called the Smoke It beat tape. We're going to preview that live on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. And again, this channel is sponsored by DMVPrimeRides.com. If you live in the DMV, Maryland, DC, and Virginia area, and you need a transportation service, DMV Prime Rides is for you, and it is a luxury transportation service. I mean, if you're trying to go to a prom, or you're trying to go to an event, or you're just trying to have a night out on the town, DMV Prime Rides can get you there. So check them out, DMVPrimeRides.com. And I think without further ado, that is it. I want to thank you all for coming to the stream. It's been a pleasure. And I also dropped a beat tape this week, and it was beats made for Benny the Butcher. And so pretty much with this beat tape, what I wanted to do was I wanted to imagine if I was to make 5 beats for Benny the Butcher, what would it come out like on the MPC-X. And so that's what I did. I made 5 beats for Benny the Butcher on the MPC-X. You can follow the making of all those beats on my YouTube channel. You can just look for Making Beats for Benny the Butcher on my channel. And there's also a playlist for it, so you can find it in a playlist. And I think I'm going to play a little bit of it. So here we go. Again, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for your time. And catch me next time right here, same beat channel, same back channel. I'm gonna let the hook play. It's made on the MPC-X on 3.0.